All right, guys, I'm forgetting to record already, but I did remember to try to go back right now and give you a little update on what I got going on. So I had, zooming in a little bit, I had previously put in a roll, got it set up, and I just finished welding up these new links, got it welded on the axle, got those centered up good, got them same length, and that worked out pretty good. Got a little angle on them so that way when it flexes, it'll have a little suspension around it. But no more one-sided flex for sure. So that works out good. And so now I'm gonna get the brake line hooked up, get these old shocks off, them out of the way. I'm gonna look about, see about getting some new ones ordered for that. And I'm gonna get the radiator put back in here, fans back on, and get some of the small stuff fixed up. And I guess once I get the shocks off, since they won't be a pain, I'll go ahead and probably put the bed back on. I'll throw a little paint on this, and yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and put the bed back on after I get the radiator down, and I'll get ready to start figuring out about plumbing the radiator to the front. Motor did go off to the machine shop. I got a few things over here I got to pick up. Got the radiator laying on the table for now for this, but I did get the motor sent off to the machine shop. He actually, believe it or not, he come picked it up. He was down this way looking at doing some other work, doing some counter bores and some trucks for a guy. He got a shop around here, or a company that runs logging trucks. And they was putting doing some end frames, and he was doing counter boring. And he told me he'd run down here and pick this up, and another tractor we got over here, it's getting a head job, so that worked out good for us, and or me, got that sent off. So I'll put y'all on time lapse, and I'm gonna do a little work here on the back, these shocks out and whatnot, and come back to y'all in a little bit. Well, I forgot one thing. I got the shocks off, and got to stand here thinking about, I need to get rid of this so this don't cause me issues. I'm gonna cut it off and just plate it and weld it up. That way I can put a burp tank up in the bed, and it'll be higher and it'll have somewhere to drain. So I need to go ahead and cap this before I even put this in. I knew there was a reason, and it didn't dawn on me just now, but I just remembered when I went to mount it in that I need to get rid of this. So let me do that. I may be able to put y'all on time lapse while I'm cutting this off and welding it up. We'll see how it goes. So slacking on the video part, but I did get the radiator mounted. I done built the brackets before previously and got it put in. Got the links put in. I don't remember if I said that in the other video. Then put in both sides. It's pretty beefy. Got the brake line hooked back up, run a new vent line right here, back up in the frame. Got the zip tied right there with some of the push lock style. Got the old shocks out. Just got these covered off now because these are just gonna be regular fitting ends. So I'll go to that. Get those covered back up, keep dirt and dust out up. And fans are on the bottom because I figured that'd be the best place to, and way to keep rocks and stuff from getting out and hitting it. So I got that tucked up in there. About it's tucked up pretty nice, so you can't really see the fans back here. So that's nice. Hopefully this is gonna work out. I'm gonna put a surge tank in the bed up here. Probably gonna set the bed back on in a few minutes because it's about all I really wanted it all for was get the radiator mount. And that put back on. May try to drill some holes for where this is gonna come through at in the bed. Not really sure what I'm gonna do with this yet, how I'm gonna do it. I guess I'm gonna try to make a loop, may have to make a hard bend and then try to run it under. Shock's gonna be kind of fighting with this one, so I may run it up in the bed and over, and then try to run it down through right there where this cross member comes across. It's gonna be, I think I'm gonna run 2 1.25-inch lines. Plus, I still have to mount a Davison Craig pump, so probably what's gonna happen, this is gonna come off. This is a little bigger than what lines I'm gonna run front to rear. But I'm gonna order, I think these are 1.5 inches, and I'm gonna run 1.25-inch lines up, keep the size down a little bit, keep the pressure up maybe, hopefully is my goal with the Davison Craig pump. And I'm gonna come out of this and go into the tank 1.5 inches, out of this into the Davidson Craig 1.5 inches, and then I'll go 1.25 inches out of the Davidson Craig back to the motor. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Other than that, looks like it's gonna work out pretty good like this. We'll get to bed over here in a few minutes and get it set up, and I'll go ahead and get some holes punched out because I'm probably gonna come straight through the bed with that and come over to the surge tank, put the fuel cell somewhere right here. Or I really ain't decided if I'm gonna come off. I need to come off the back side with the fuel lines, I guess, for so when you take off, all your gravity be pushing the fuel back to the back of the tank. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna have to raise it up some because I think I'm gonna drill a couple holes in the bed where air can go through the bed, maybe out from under the fuel cell, and then I'll get that figured out about raising it up, go ahead and get it mounted today maybe, and we'll go from there. All right, got the fuel cell mounted. Didn't put it on time lapse because I keep forgetting, my brain's scattered for the day. But you can see I got these 2-inch tubing mounted, got it hook bolted to the floor, or hook nut to the floor. I don't know what you really call them, but anyway, got those down. Got a little rubber under here to keep the tank from rubbing a hole in it because it is aluminum against steel. Got over here, got a decent amount of clearance under there, enough to let it run. Like I say, it's fill or top, which will be the top of the radiator. It'll come up, come through this hole, which is bed lights, move it over, line to go down, and we'll run it up over here into the tank, and then we'll go down forward like I was talking about. So that'll have that. I gotta hunt up some things. This truck's been apart so long, I just thought about, I don't know where the bed bolts are. And I need to find the wiring harness that goes from back here to the front of the truck so I can make all the tail lights and stuff work. If not, I'll have to make one. But I know I saved it. I don't know where it's at, but I did save it and get that fixed. Might even put the tag lights back in. And I got the hiccups now. But yeah, cage too. Still got the holes here cut out to run the cage bars through. I did think about that when I was talking about bolting it down too just now. I don't know 100% if I need to bolt down or not, because if I do, I'm gonna run the cage through like right here side, because I want it to be below. I don't want it coming out of the window. It's probably never gonna be legal enough to, or for any reason, to run it out the back of the cab. I don't think I'm gonna do that. So main reason I don't want to put a plexiglass window in or none of that stuff. So for that issue, I'm going to run through the bed. I'll have to cut some holes. I'll sew it up on the inside. Not really worried about through here. See, I want to do that. And then I guess I can start putting, maybe I can order a cage and some shocks and work on getting the motor in while she's sitting back here on her tablet. She's all sitting up here with the dog sleeping. Poodle's knocked out. I guess she's had a long day chasing everybody around here. But yeah, I need to get a cage. I guess I'm gonna do a cage and get it in soon. And then I need to get shocks for the rear put on while I'm fiddling with the rear. I'm gonna put some new clutch disc in this 8.8 because it is a factory Ford posi, so I'm gonna put some new ones in because I think they're getting a little weak when I had another truck. I'm gonna do that. So far, I am waiting on the motor to come back from the machine shop. I did send a recommendation in to Cam Motion for cam. I tried to send one in to BTR, haven't heard anything back on a cam. See what kind of recommendations they got. He did hit me back up yesterday, Friday, I want to say, and he wanted to know if I was against fly cutting the pistons. I was like, man, the whole motor's already down at the machine shop. I'm not really against it. Could be done. Just kind of need to know what I need to go with there. So that idea is still out there too. Bunch of stuff I need to order, bunch of stuff I need to get on to get here, to get things rolling. But just gotta do a little bit at a time.